Okay, I'm gonna teach you guys how you can make I guess a rap beat, yeah, um, with a lot of bass. So if you have a system, you can use this. It's mind blowing. Um, You'll have to excuse my brother though. He's kind of watching a little bit of Bleach in the living room, so you just have to listen to him too. Um, Anyway, we can go ahead and get started. I don't think that in this song I've used anything uh, that isn't already on here except for some of my sounds, but they're easy to find, and if you don't have to find any, you can just use basic ones. Um, Sometimes I do use basic ones, but I think in this song, oh, there's the kick. I think in this song I did use a few things that, you know, you wouldn't normally have, like this clap, or this, I think, yeah, this hi-hat. I think this, I don't know about this snare. Anyway, you get the point. Like this sound, those strings, I can probably put them on there with the video, but I don't really know if I'm going to or not. I was going to put an FLP, but once again, if you don't have so many songs, you can't use it. Anyway, we'll just start. My stuff is really erratic, by the way. A lot of my patterns get out of sync, like they wouldn't be like a normal person. Normal person start with a beat, then the melody, and then this, blah, 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 blah. I'll do that sometimes, but then other times, it's just sporadic. You'll just have to deal with it. I mean, I'm not going to get you off base or anything. Sorry, I talk a lot. Um, Start up with a basic kind of kick, not like kick snare pattern, but I use my snare and my clap, which added more of a pop to it, you know. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of like a We Will Rock You kind of beat. I don't know. You can use whatever tempo you want. I just kind of like 75 with this song. Some of you might like it faster. I don't really personally like it very fast. Then you got the second. So you can see it kind of sounds like the first one, but it's added a lot in. Anyway, let's see. Added some snare, just making it roll a little bit. It sounds kind of generic, but it goes together very well. Then you got your hats. These hats are done very special, sort of. You gotta get piano roll, and that's easy to do. You just gotta right click, piano roll, done. And then I just put these little notes back and forth here, and it doesn't really change it too much. If you drop the velocity on it, and if you don't know what this does, it just kind of changes how hard, if you were to actually be playing this, how hard you would strike that note. Like right here in the middle is about normal, but if you put it a little bit lower, it's like you're barely tapping it. And then if you put it up here, it's like you just laid on it. And since the note changes just a little bit, you can hear it kind of like a rock and back and forth. Right, so that helps out a lot too. Right here, this crash, it's actually a backwards crash, and normally, like if I'm doing dubstep, I'll just pull up my playlist and put it like together. No, I didn't do it in this one. I used the pattern bars in this one, which is not very good to use, but whenever you're doing really generic rap beats like this, the pattern bars are excellent. Another thing, let's see, where was I? Oh, my crash is usually, I'll put them in my playlist, just if I'm doing a reverse crash as like a transition, put it like right about here, one facing this way and one facing this way, so it makes like an inward noise and then the crash. Helps with a lot of transitions, but I'm getting off bass here. I just made a reverse crash. The way you do that, you pull up whatever crash you want. You're gonna just click on it. It'll bring up this over here, and you'll just click reverse. So you got a normal, and then reverse. Right. Okay. So I put it about right there on my, steps, because whenever it plays, if you listen, and it ends right at the end. So, right. Okay. Now, then we got a melody. Your main melody you gotta have with any kind of song. I won't be a douche and not show you guys how I did this. In case you want to be, use this, go for it. I have no problem with it. I've got all the notes over here, easy to read. Yeah. It's just really basic, nothing special. Right. Then you have the next pattern, which is my 7th one, which is my fruity sound font player, sorry. And that's that string sound I have. Like I said, I might put it on there. If not, Nexus, which I have it, but I didn't want to use it in case you guys didn't have it. But if you do have it, Nexus is very good for orchestra synths and other things. I don't care how you get it, torrent it, download it, buy it, whatever. Don't care. I torrented it, but we're not gonna tell anybody that. Let's see. Right, so you got the string, and it sounds like. Excuse me, that was very rude. Sorry, my mouse sucks. Let's see. Right. I'm not going to stay on that too long. If you didn't get to see that, pause it if you're wanting to copy it, whatever it is you're doing. But, yes, this is the bass line, actually. Okay, 3XOSC. If you don't know how to open that, which every video possible on YouTube shows you how to open a new channel, and more than likely 3OSC. Or crap, you get what I mean. Anyway, you can go, oh Lord mercy, I don't remember. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, channels, and you're gonna hit add one, and 3XOSC, done. 3X oscillator, 3SOSC. I call it 3X oscillator, easier to say, but that's, whatever. I don't have anything special done to it except for, sine waves. That's, basic for a sub. And then crank these two. Right. The lower you go, personally, I really like using this for my basses, because if you're like me and you can barely afford gas, much less a banging system, you gotta make the best, do the best with what you got. So these basses are really powerful, even if you're on, a crappy system. But, garage sale bought stuff, you know what I mean? Anyway, so you'll load it up in your 3XOSC, and you got